Hello, friends. So glad you could join me today. I have something absolutely different from a cooking class today. I have been doing more and more traveling lately, and I wanted to show you all of the things that I travel with and that keeps me organized and healthy while I'm traveling. They're all super simple, and I just finally have found like some of the best, and I just wanted to share it with you. So if that interests you, if you travel or you like to stay organized while you travel, stick with me. I've got some great stuff for you. So the first thing we're going to start off with is a good carry-on bag. Again, with a lot of airlines, you get like your personal item and a carry-on bag. This is my personal item. Now, when I travel, I bring my laptop, I bring my iPad, and I have tried, I think this is like my fourth bag that I've tried and finally have found that this is the bag that I want. It's from Vuk, and I have to tell you, it is actually amazing. I've now used it on my last two trips. I know the color. It comes in different colors, guys, but I love the beige and the brown. I really do love that color. And it is washable. You can wipe it down. It's not a problem, but it does have some really great features that I want to point out to you. One, it's basically water resistant and waterproof. So it's made of a great texture. The sewing is really well. It's very sturdy. And like I said, this is my fourth one that I've been using. Sorry, I'm just trying to get some good daylight here today. This is like the fourth one I've used and returned because they all fall short or there's something that they don't have that I want in them. So this bag, you can carry it by the handle. You can put it on as a pack sack, which I really appreciate because the pads, the straps are padded and easy to adjust. And the other thing is that, this is the first time I've seen this before, you can actually pick it up from the side and carry it this way, which I think is nice. It does have the strap on the back so that you can hook it up to your carry-on or your luggage. So that's really great. And just let me show you a few more features. First of all, I love that in the back, so you can put it over your suitcase, but it also has this little pocket, which is perfect for your passport and any other documents that you need to carry with you. Absolutely love that because you can be wearing it and not worry about your passport. Coming from somebody who has had their passport stolen, I'm super protective of my passport and obviously my wallet and other things. So this is great for that. Now, continuing with the features on the outside, it has a really nice pocket, super strong. And this is like, I want to say almost like a canvas kind of material. But again, excellent, very strong. So you can either put in your canteen, and it does also have extra straps on the side to tighten it up if you're not using it, so it can fit in those containers at the airport, depending. Or even my larger Contigo actually goes almost all the way in, and I don't have to worry about it popping off. And a lot of the other ones, I would always have to use. I bought this especially because my other bags never allowed this one to be in it without me worrying about it falling out. So this one goes nice and deep. You don't have to worry about it. Absolutely love that. It also has, again, the straps on the outside to keep everything together if you need to tighten it up if you're not using it to full capacity. And then, of course, on the front, it has another little small zipper spot, but it's very deep. I don't know if you can see that. It's very deep. It's about 7 or 8 inches, which is unusual for a front pocket. Again, the zippers have been lovely. I haven't had any issues with them. And so this is where I would normally keep like my hand sanitizer, my disinfecting wipes, anything that I want to just grab really quick. So the front pocket is where I put my favorite lipstick and lip protector that I want. I would keep my hand sanitizer. This one I got from Trader Joe's. I love it. It's lavender. It's not overbound, but nice little spray. some of my disinfecting wipes because I always like to clean my tray table and my seat where I'm sitting. And then my eyeglass and my cloth to clean my eyeglasses and my sunglasses. So then on the next, again, place to keep your pens because we all need pens while we're traveling. And then it actually has several at the back that you can keep other things in here. Your wallet could go in here also. I love this feature. Let me just pull it off. So you can put your keys on it because you don't need your keys while you're traveling, but you need them when you're going to go home. So you can just put it in here, snap it on, and then it's in your bag while you're going, wherever you're going through your trip. And then when you get home, you don't have to be like, where to put my keys, where, you know, and you're trying to find them in the taxi or the subway or whatever. Again, great pockets for extra storage in the front, and depending on how you travel or what you want. And again, a nice little, another good thing, some gum while you're traveling. And again, the pockets are nice and deep. It's all waterproof on the inside. Absolutely lovely. Now, let me undo. I use mine to the full capacity, so this is the reason I absolutely love this, is because it actually has a whole section here that you could put pretty well a weekend's worth of clothes, or at least a couple of days worth of clothes in here and carry it with you. So anytime you're traveling, and I do a lot of international traveling, it's always great to have a change of clothes, whatever you need, extra underwear. You never know if your suitcase is going to be lost. I now travel basically just carry on unless I'm going somewhere for a longer trip. But this is great. It has two on the inside, has two more pockets, so you can actually put in your makeup and stuff. I would suggest putting them in a liquids container. And the other great thing, well, there's lots of great things with this bag. But anyway, the other thing is that it actually comes with 3 other bags that you can use inside the bag, which is amazing. So you can, it's like an all-in-one. So you can put makeup and toiletries if you want. You can even just stick your underwear or any personal items you don't want anybody to see. Number 2. And then they also have this, which is either you could put in a pair of shoes if you wanted to carry shoes so you don't have your shoes like ucking up your clothes, or you can actually use it as a little laundry bag if you'd like. Again, you use it for however you want. And then it also tethers down so you can fill it up with your clothes, close it up, and it's still going to be within the amount that you need for most airlines to be a personal item. So I do travel on a couple of airlines that are pretty tight on their sizes, and this has passed the test every time. And then the back flap is, again, it's really well designed and thought out. So let me grab a few things here. So I would normally carry my iPad. There is a spot right here for your iPad. And in fact, there's 2 spots here and another spot and shorter ones on this side. So you can do your laptop. Let me put this around this way. So on this side, I would do my laptop and then my iPad. Laptop, iPad, you're still given room down here and in here, so I would put in the rest of my chargers and whatever else I need. I can also fit in for my phone. I can also fit in my tripods for my phone and my camera. Again, so much room, so light. A few more items that I always make sure that I have with me is a straw. These are stainless steel straws. They come in packs of 2. And again, guys, I'm going to list everything that I use down below. It also has a cleaner in it. There we go. So it opens up. It also has a cleaner that opens up and stores inside. So you always have your cleaner with you no matter what you're using it for. So that is comes in this nice little carrying case. And then, of course, you need to have bamboo utensils with you, in my opinion, at all times. Oh, I think I took out my chopsticks. Okay, so again, bamboo, easy to use, easy to wash. Even like this knife doesn't trigger anything at the TSA. You're all good to go. And I do always travel with food with me. And again, depending on where I'm traveling, what airline I'm flying, because obviously in different countries you can't bring food in. They're very particular about what they bring in. So what I normally bring is I have a container that I carry with me all the time, because I know if I'm leaving, I'm going to come back, I'm going to want something at the airport. Very expensive, I find. Obviously, anything at the airport, it's super expensive, and I like to try to keep it cheap and cheerful. So I always bring a salad, like a quinoa salad or a macaroni salad, potato salad, something like that, that's going to fill me up and hold me over to what I need. I do, depending on where I'm going, bring fruits and vegetables, depending. Just be careful. I mean, I've had a whole hummus issue at the airport because, again, I love hummus and 3 ounces is not enough, but I was nice enough to hit somebody who was nice and they let it slide a little bit, but with a firm warning, of course. So you always want to have that so you can eat somewhere. You don't have to be looking for plastic utensils or anything else like that. Got to keep that close. The other thing I found was this great wallet. And it is vegan, and it has a place for your dollars. But what I really liked was that it has a zipper on either side. So if you're traveling somewhere else, you can have different coins from wherever you're traveling, and you don't get them mixed up in your regular money. So for me, I travel a lot, say to Mexico and Canada and stuff, so I can keep like my Canadian coins on one side, my US coins on the other side when I come home, stuff like that. Has a great thing for keeping your cards in. And it also has the RFI, if I remember correctly. Let me put on my glasses and make sure I'm saying that right. Yes, RFID card inside. So it will protect your credit card so somebody can't come up behind you and steal your information from you. Again, and it folds up. I like this one. Now I do have, like, I don't know if you want to call them standard wallets, but I do have other vegan wallets from Matt and Nat that are like the longer ones. But I just find for traveling, this is great because when you're traveling, you need to be safe at all times, and pickpocketing and small crimes like that are a big thing everywhere. And so you want to make sure that you're keeping yourself safe. So these are the 2 things I usually carry with me when I'm traveling. So when I'm on the plane, everything stays in my bag. But then when I'm off the plane, because a lot of planes will only let you have like your personal item and a carry-on. And so if you try to wear something on top of yourselves, like these, they will make you put it into your personal bag before you even get on the plane. And I've had to do that, and I've had to wait. So I have this little pouch. It's water resistant, fits around your waist. You can do it around your shoulder if you want. I like the smaller one. It fits my phone and a few things. So in most countries, except for Japan. Japan, you do have to carry your passport everywhere. But in most countries, I just take a photocopy of my passport and I keep it in whatever I'm doing with, my credit cards, whatever I have. Again, this is like a great one. I'll list it somewhere on Amazon. It's has a little back pocket to keep all your credit cards safe because it'll be up against your body. And then enough room for sunglasses, your wallet, your phone, and you're good to go for the day. Maybe a little sunscreen or something, depending on where you are. Now, if you're traveling and you're going to be doing more things. You want to be able to carry a little bit more, but you still want to be safe. The problem with pack sacks is that people can get into them when you're not paying attention. And so I always like to have everything in the front of my body. You can tighten this up, keep it as close as you want. Again, pickpocketing and stuff is prevalent in Europe, Mexico, heck, United States, Canada, happens everywhere. So again, I like to keep something that's a little bit bigger if I want to carry more, like if I'm out for the day and I know like I need sunscreen or I need, I want to bring my hand sanitizer. Again, you have enough room, especially in this one, which is the one I really like. I got this one for when I started traveling a little bit more by myself. And I wanted my husband to know that I was being safe with everything and not going to lose everything. Which, again, it's Ruben approved. And he's my security expert. So anyway, so definitely something that you can carry on the front of you, that you can keep close to you, and nobody can kind of get into without you knowing it. Putting things in your pocket is not an option. That's the easiest way to have somebody pickpocket you. So just a couple of things left, especially for electronics, depending on if you have like a short flight or a long flight. If you have a short flight, I'm sure your bag is fine. I always like to keep everything organized in something so I know exactly where I need to go to get it. Again, I'm just super particular. I just like to, I've had my passport stolen, so like when I travel, I like to just know where everything is and where I can get my hands on it really quickly. So I have a little bag. It's really great. So in the front, I have my wireless earpods. And then something I learned on my last trip is I also have a pair of corded, because when you're flying, you honestly should be using corded earbuds. Because why? Because people always lose one and then they're always holding up the plane trying to find them before they get off. And I have talked to many a flight attendant who get truly annoyed that I've had to look on the floor because somebody's lost earpods behind me. But my last trip, there was an issue with internet and we didn't have any, and our regular earbuds weren't working because they were Bluetooth. And so again, I always like having both. So I had to carry, I know, again, I'm particular. So I have these that are regular and they don't require Bluetooth. And then I also have the Bluetooth ones. And then I also have corded ones for walking around or whatever. That being said, you shouldn't be walking around a foreign country with earbuds on and not paying attention to what's going on around you. Safety is always your number one. Always look at where you're going, be able to listen. You can have one in if you want to listen to something, but always be aware of your surroundings and what's going on. If you're having these in, you're not going to hear if there's gunshots or a disruption going on or somebody announcing something or whatever. So again, safety first, guys. But wireless, non-Bluetooth I highly recommend. So I keep them in my bag all the time. And again, I'm super particular, so I usually have 2 of everything, just an FYI. So it has a lot of little straps in here, so I put that in there. It has a little pack that zips up and zips down for anything that's loose that you want to keep, like little plugs or whatever. Then I also keep my extra batteries for my cameras, chargers, and again, chargers, you can put your SDM SIM cards in here. If you're traveling to a different country and you use a different SIM card, say in Europe or wherever, you can put your SIM card in here, your SD cards that you want to use for your cameras. And then in the back, there's lots of little places here that you can put all your little chargers and whatever else that you need. So I do highly recommend this. Now, if you're traveling on a longer flight and you're traveling with somebody, I have found that this is super convenient. It just has a bunch of, it just has a bunch of straps on it all over. And so for me, like if you're on the plane, it does have like little pockets on the inside. There is a nice little zipper on the back side that you can open and access and keep other things in. So you could put your passport or something in here if you were just, you know, you want to keep it out because you have to fill out the forms. Now, mind you, a lot of countries now, you don't fill out forms anymore. Everything's done electronically, but you still run into that once in a while. But this is great that you can put in all your chargers. You can put in your iPad in here. There's like spots where you can put your phone, your iPad. It's very, very tight, so things aren't going to fall out. And then you just put this in the seat in front of you. Super simple. So I particularly like this when my husband and I are traveling, so we can each have our earbuds and like our chargers for our phones, and then you can put in your iPad or whatever else, you know, your phones, things like that. So if you're using your iPad, you can put your phone in here so you can always find it. You're not having to look into those seats. And I just disinfect this when I'm done. It's kind of nylon on the back, rubberized on the front. And again, just depends on what you prefer. I do like this one. That's kind of what I always like, but that's because I have more containers that I can organize my stuff. And I just like to see everything. I like to know where everything is, and everything in its place, and a place for everything is kind of how I go. But you have to be safe. And then the last thing that I just recently found, which I'm absolutely loving, is this little pill case. So I used to have one of the little round ones, and all the little, they're about this long and they were round. I love that one. I still use it on occasion if I'm able to bring like a larger suitcase or something. But this, and yes, it matches my bag. And this one is great because it's a little pill container, not for your daily pills, don't get me wrong, but this is for stuff that you need while you're traveling. If you need Gravol, Tylenol, ibuprofen, something going on, whatever, you have it right here. It does come with a little pick because you need a pick to kind of, I mean, depending on your nails and stuff, I need a little pick just to open it. Super convenient. I am going to take some nail polish and paint this because when it is on here, especially if I don't have my glasses on, sometimes I don't even see it. So I could see this getting lost. So, I mean, that's a possibility. I'm just going to put like a little red stripe on it just so I can see it a little bit better, but keep my migraine medication in here. You always want to have one or two just in case something happens. Now, always remember too, when you're traveling and you're traveling with anything that's a controlled substance, any kind of benzos or pain pills, anything like that, those should always be kept in the bottle, labeled from the pharmacy, no matter what country. Now, some countries you have to bring in a prescription or a med list. Again, check the countries that you're going to. So far, I haven't had to do that. I haven't had any issues with it. Well, I hope you found this video, which is a little different than usual, very helpful and informative, just to help you out and to show you the products that I found that actually work for me, as opposed to you having to try 4 or 5 bags like I did. Again, I absolutely love that bag, 100%. And again, none of this is sponsored, guys. I am an Amazon affiliate, so I will have the links below if you're interested. If not, I just want you to travel safe and travel happy.